Today is November 2nd, 2024. I'm running Pups 64 on my machine, and I have screen recording going. I want to talk today about how to find application in PuppyLinux. I find that this is a problematic for many of us. And these are some of the steps that I go through. And first, obviously, is to look into a Puppy package manager. So, contrast to a traditional Linux-based other distros, terminal command or synaptic is not used, generally speaking. So, we'll just go to F12 and go to Setup. And then package manager legacy is the one we want, and we'll go ahead and keep this hidden. So when you open it up, first you'll notice that there's some repositories, and what we can do is just increase the repositories. So there is one Puppy Common 64, and we may want to enable this, and we may also want to enable some of the other repositories. But when you just enable it, you sometimes have to give it an OK, and then give it again here, and now you see a common 64. Now this is not synced. So what you have to do after you make sure that this has been added is just go ahead and update the package database, and then go through the enter here, and it's going to sync the packages. So we have to wait until that's done. And then after that's done, you can go ahead and for example, my favorite terminal is xterm, and then you just give it an OK, and it gives you a warning there's a similar program, but that's okay. I still want xterm. And then sometimes what happens is you have a lot of choices, then it's not necessarily in alphabetical order, so you just click on package, and it should put you in alphabetical order. And then you go ahead and click on a application you want, and then do it is the button that you want to push, and you'll install it. So that's usually the first thing that you do want to try, and then you can go ahead and close, and then we'll look into the menu here, utility. There's xterm here. Okay, so now the xterm has you confirm that it's been installed correctly. So next thing what I would do is so second is a mega site, and I've opened up the site. I'll leave a link in under the description, but this particular Firefox is we can just take a look, is actually Firefox ESR, which I find is less convenient for me, and I prefer to download the regular Firefox. So he has many categories. Generally these are large applications that you can they're pretty much self-contained, so you can use the same application from multiple PuppyLinux. So it'll have its own configuration, for example, within it, so it's very easy to use. So first thing, I'll show you how I go ahead and get the browser. So we'll double click on a browser, and then I want a Firefox, and then I want a 64-bit. So I go that, and I don't want an ESR, which is the one that I'm using. I want to go to mainline, and then right click on the tar.xz file, and then download, and standard download is fine. So we'll go ahead and let it download, and So we'll continue on after that's done. And here's the file. All you generally need to do is just right click on it, and we'll go ahead and use p-extract, and it'll extract it, and then within a few seconds we have a portable 64. So this is a fairly complete Firefox. So rather than running it from downloads folder, generally what's recommended is you want to go ahead and put it under OPT folder. So OPT, and there is a Firefox ESR already in there, but we're gonna go ahead and move this over into there. Move it here, and then here. Now to activate this particular Firefox, escape, and what you want to do is just go ahead and click in it, and then you want to add to the menu first. So right now there is no regular Firefox, so we want to add that into the menu, and then we can just go ahead and click it again. There is a portable. This is the one that's related. That's the this here. So while we're at it, we'll go to the other set ESR, and we'll just go ahead and remove menu remove. So we'll go ahead and do that and take a look, and then confirm that there's it's been removed, just portable. Now we can just go ahead and go back, and then we can go ahead and just delete it altogether. So we'll just go ahead and delete it. Now we're going to click on the one that we're going to use, and the key file that we want to activate is launch. So that's what's going to start the file. So we'll go ahead, and this is the first introductory website of the Firefox. Then you can sign in and sync with bookmarks and so on. Now, so that just to on a side, if you want to just quickly get a desktop icon, you can just drag it on here, and then you can go ahead and click on it, and then it'll do the same. So we'll just go ahead and Alt F4. So, and then you can go ahead and change the icon, and then so I'll just show you. Edit item will allow you to change this to Firefox. And then if you want, you can go ahead and have a keyboard, for example, Super and W. And then OK, and then you go to Firefox, and you can change the icon, but that's slightly beyond what we're gonna do. So I just want to show you. So I can just go ahead and Super and W, and it will start the Firefox. Okay, so we'll do it. So now occasionally you may be able to find an AppImage DEB file, so which may work also in PuppyLinux. So for example, I have a LibreOffice as AppImage. I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description, so you can go ahead and for example, Still Basic is the very basic version of LibreOffice, and you can just go ahead and download. After download, this file needs to be executable. It's not executable, so what you need to do is just go ahead and give it a command of chmod +x, and the name of the AppImage. So LibreOffice AppImage, and then we go ahead and give it an OK. Now you notice the color has changed. Now it's executable. So when you just click on it, it'll start the program. So now, rather than using it and putting it under downloads, similarly we can go ahead and put it in the OPT folder. So OPT, and then we'll just move it here. And then for my organization, I'll shorten the name. So let's say LibreOffice, and then just go ahead and maintain the AppImage, same, pretty much the same. And then we can just go ahead and drag it here, and then follow the similar things. So you can just go ahead and click it, and it starts it again. So you can just go ahead and go through the shortened image, the name, and then assign a keyboard shortcut, etc. So that's we've covered that now. For older computer software, what you can do is look into the index PuppyLinux here, and I'll give it a link again. And so right now we're running a FOSA Pup 64. So you can look under there, and there are several pet files and SFS files. Pet files are very easy to use. You just download it and click on the file itself, and you'll start the application. So for example, there is a LibreOffice and several other files, application that you may be able to use. Redshift is also available here. So I find that this is more helpful in older the 32-bit the Puppy ISOs and so on. So you may want to look there. So that's another option. And then we'll go back. And then of course the you can always look around the PuppyLinux forum. And so here's the PuppyLinux forum site. And then pertinent to what we're discussing today, additional software. For example, you may be able to find files related to iCandy, and then flat text and snaps, which I find it much more difficult to use, and I haven't had any good luck. So, but I think that that's